Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Jade and XD, recap of 90 Day Fiancé the other way here on YouTube. We said this on our podcast. If you don't listen to it, please do. New episodes every Friday. Link in the description box wherever you're watching. However, on the main show, we talked about doing recaps every other week so that we can build up stuff because, you know, most of the show is recapping.
It's recap upon recap.
Right. So, since we haven't seen you guys in a really long time, that's a lie. Last week we posted. Go and let's dive in, shall we?
Oh yeah.
So, Corey and Evelin, or Alvin, Simon, Theodore, and
Charisma, uniqueness,
bad Leona Brown. Yeah. Baddest lady of the whole damn town.
The other Evelin, Evelin the Evelin.
Yeah. So she went to go tell the rest of her family that her and Corey are married. And she done told her hateful ass sisters that big secret.
I just want you to know her hateful ass sisters give me life. They roll up to that house and they like, we still don't fuck with you.
How was that bullcock soup? They drop by, they all in the kitchen. All of a sudden, she's like, everybody, family, friends, countrymen, lend me your ears.
Yeah, and everybody gathers.
Right, and she just says, hey, me and Corey are married.
Did you watch Hateful Ass Sister in the quarter? Cause she knew what was getting ready to go down.
It's always one. It's Leslie, the one with the Y. Leslie is the one. She's the Hennessy of the family.
And I have to be a hateful something to laugh at you smiling while your mother is crying. Yeah. And basically, it translates to what, in the words of the young people, IKYFL.
I know you fucking lying.
There you go. And that's what the young people say. That's what all of that translated to. What the fuck you mean married? Right.
And like, her mother asks her a very pointed question. She was like, well, are you happy?
Well, is you happy?
And this lady says, no.
Well, no, not really. And then she turns to him, she's like, sorry, nigga, not really. Later on, Simon, Alvin, Theodore goes surfing with Raul. And then, they come back, they're like, whoo, nigga, we've been surfing for 6 hours. Niggas is hungry and cold. So he's like, yeah, something about those waves make me want to break a secret to you. So remember Jenny? I told Evelin it was like a one night rah-rah, didn't do anything, wasn't intimate. And he was like, it was more. So, here I was thinking maybe he had gotten Jenny pregnant before or something. No. Yeah, me and Jenny was in a whole to-do. I met her family, her hateful ass sisters, her mother, her father, her grandparents, and we was about to move in together. And then when I came back to come get my shit, pandemic, and I had to stay. And then me and Evelin was like, oh, way up in each other's faces. Well, let's just do this, jagged edge style. And here I am. I ghosted Jenny. And of course, we all know Raul. So Raul's like, man, that's really fucked up. And here he is in his confessional. I thought this nigga was an angel. I put this nigga up on a pedestal. I thought he was just the dumb honky. I'm sorry. I thought he was a dumb white boy. He's like, a dumb, loyal white boy. Oh, but oh no. He's just like the rest of them. This man is deceitful. And he was out here scheming. Stay scheming. Niggas trying to get at me. And
now, to be fair, Raul ain't the most shiny of a person.
No, we all know Raul be waiting in the wings. Raul was there before, and Raul said, okay, you don't tell Evelyn, I'm telling her. Bloop. And here we are.
I'm sick of them, and they both need to break up with each other. Jenny needs to go back to San Diego, and Sumit can go to hell. Because here's the thing, right?
Yes.
Well,
yes.
Jenny's going to hell for using God to get her nigga, to stay in the country.
But wait, God be showing up in mysterious ways, because Jenny and Sumit was going to the market, and Jenny was like, I know I was using this as the big scheme, but Mama found peace.
Yeah. I was like, I know that's right. She's like, the chanting was helping. Mm-hmm. Give me them beads right there.
So, my first note says, she has him bring her to the market so she can appropriate and use their religion for her meditation.
My first note says, she has COVID.
Oh my God, yes! Rubble in the jungle.
Because she was sniffling and shit in her damn confessional.
Jenny was congested on both episodes.
Yeah.
I said, somebody needs a Sudafed.
Yeah. Girl. Let's go around that at the shop entertainment hunting.
So,
vexed.
She still got a thing. She can't stop thinking about his parents. I mean, and obviously so, because you still not married, girl. So I probably wouldn't stop thinking about his parents either. Then again, I would not be there. And the knife just goes in a little bit more. With Sumit's like, so Sharia's pregnant. And she's like, okay. He's like, and they having a baby shower. Down at the temple.
Shit, sorry. See, I was thinking something evil in my head, and that was the Lord's way of telling me to shut the fuck up. And I had it on voice note, and it sounds like tells me to shut the fuck up.
So,
I think it's evil, and I've had it out with the Lord way of me telling me to shut the fuck up.
Well, I don't know.
Anyway,
maybe something of mine might fall soon too. So he's like, baby showers down at the temple, but you can't come. It's just gonna be us.
Yeah. That's what I was gonna make a joke about, because I was like, damn, you can't get no veggie meatball because they don't eat beef. Like, girl, you can't get no
turkey meatballs.
You can't get no Indian baby shower punch. Like, you can't get none of that. Mm-hmm. Like, you is not invited.
Mm-mm. No baby shower punch, no deviled eggs, no hot wings.
Did you ever see that story of that guy on Twitter? He's like, his name is Elon. I follow him still, but still whatever, because he has a wife with an H.
No.
And he talked about how his mother-in-law and father-in-law were racist, so every Thanksgiving he had to sit in the parking lot because
what? They made him sit in the driveway boy on Love After Lockup.
If you randomly ask Twitter right now, who's the nigga who had to sit in the parking lot during Thanksgiving? I guarantee you, no less than 5 people will tell you what happened. Do it right now.
I can't. But wait.
Yeah.
And he's still married to her?
Yeah.
What? Where was his family? He ain't got no family?
I don't know. But that was his wife.
Does he happen to but you not spending the holiday with her?
Yeah, you spending that out on the pavement.
He ain't had nowhere to go. He couldn't go with his own people. Does he have a wife with an H because he don't have no friends with a B? Or does he have give me more.
I don't know. He got kids with the lady, so he was just trying to get the kids over to see Mima and Papa.
So y'all
And
just
then,
gonna set
you know,
this
all of a
example
sudden-
for these hamsterettes that it's okay for their black ass daddy to sit in the driveway while they go in and feast on dry turkey?
I mean,
What part of the
Well,
game
you
is this,
outnumbered.
nigga?
I mean, he was outnumbered. What you want him to do?
He don't even go down to the bar? Hell, the daddy
don't
on This
know.
Is Us and
First
his
of
daddy,
all-
they had a bad daddy, so they were each, at least they made a tradition. These niggas went and ate shrimp cocktail. You just sit up in the driveway. I'm sorry.
First of all,
What?
nope, not saying that. So,
No.
I can't even say that on Patreon. But what I will say is that there are, you know, moments where you're just not allowed to come, and Jenny got sucked into that.
Did. And so
I also can't wait for next week when missionary tells her girl to leave.
let me tell you something, because Mama said, girl, why are you still here?
Free yourself, queen.
She was
God
like,
says so.
could be me. Would have been gone a long time ago. Ho, let me tell you something about it. She was like, it's better to get a job while you have one. She's like, you got to leave a nigga to know if he's for real. I said, what happened to them chairs? What happened to them chairs? She said,
It's
fuck
in the
them
chair.
beads, nigga. Fuck them beads. Let me tell it to you straight.
Oh my God.
Woo. So
Anywho,
Sumit go down and he says, hear ye niggas. I know we're here for the baby shower, but I'm about to put my nutsa on the table. I'm staying with Jenny. And we is engaged and have been.
and when I tell you his mother's head spun around like 8 times.
Ooh, Tasmanian double style, nigga. And this part was really fucked up.
Yeah. Basically, they disowned him at church. They called him everything but a child of God at temple and Jenny. And that said that she is not welcome in the family, and that we will do everything in our power
because
to see to it that she will not get married.
And he tried, and you know, I feel bad for him here because he did try here, and he said, "Listen, y'all, like, who cares what these people in these streets think? Who give a damn about them? We family. Like, we'll have each other. Like, fuck all that." And his parents are like, "Yeah, nah, nigga. If we going out of town, we need these niggas to watch our house. Like, I need to make sure they're not gonna poison my dog. You're not about to have the whole town after us. No, because you won't be with this old lady. No. So we ain't with it, and we not doing it." And then Sumit showed up in a new confessional with this Tabitha Coffee hairstyle.
You see the coif.
I say, is
everybody's
that his independent
debuting
story?
new looks.
Yeah.
But you see, everybody debut new looks around episode 5 because I can't wait till we get to follow Doris. But yeah, but Sumit had him a little BTS situation.
It was it was Tabitha Coffee. He was there to fix somebody's salon. Cause I said, this is laid, honey. He puts me in all black.
My hair is laid like LA hair.
Woo, I can't wait to get to next week so I can see his mother teaching her how to make stuff in the kitchen and call her useless. That is going to be a good time.
Right. Sumit don't want to marry her. So I wish he would stop wasting everybody's time.
Well, he says he wants to. And somehow he gets his parents to come over so they teach her how to make shit. Because she's about to learn how to make shit.
It's the only way he can keep a Discovery Plus check. I am not low. He is not low. I know it. He does not want to marry this woman. Because anybody who would have... The way they described the insurrection of of when the ex-father-in-law came and like had it out with them.
Yeah, and stole his passport.
You would have thought he would have you would have thought when they seized his property. Again, I don't believe that shit either. I fully believe that at this point, Sumit is using an American for her money and has yes, he has feelings for her, but not as many feelings as he does to what she represents. And I think that where he does care for Jenny, I don't think his care outweighs what she can do or provide for him or what she represents to him. Like, she represents some sort of like wild ass freedom that he doesn't get to have. And so he lives that through her, regardless if she's like 60 plus or not. And you clearly Sumit has like insecurities and shit like that. And I also think Sumit has some cognitive issues too, but that's just the clinician in me. But I don't think
not
that,
you up here diagnosing.
I try to leave that part of my life like off because I don't practice anymore. But like there are moments, and so like I shut up and become a regular normal person. But then like some days I'm like there's something off here.
Meanwhile, I'm over here
that's not just through editing.
Ooh, next week his mother is gonna say she's past the learning age, and I am.
You can't teach an old dog new tricks, honey.
That's what his mother said. I don't agree with that, but I just Bob said it is funny.
Yeah.
But what was really fucked up, to wrap them up, was that we find out that Sumit had a sister, who passed. She suffered from jaundice, and basically his mother blames him for losing another daughter because of losing his ex-wife, which is really fucked up.
Wild and unfair.
Yeah. That's really fucked up.
That's a really accurate. Well, that's a very interesting prognosis or like kind of like assessment of what's happening. Because I never thought. I mean, we never knew that shit.
No,
but that could possibly very well be in. Jenny will never be the daughter that she wished.
No, that's exactly. That's what he said.
Jenny is older than her.
Right. That's what he was like. No, she's not. She's never going to accept especially because of this. Like, this is going to make it hard. And I don't know if I necessarily agree with all the issues that he has. Also, I have not worked in this field, but because Sumit also does have some good sense. He might also actually really love this old lady, because at the end of it, he says, "Well, you know what? It's time for us all to get some counseling. My mother needs some counseling to help her to process this loss of my sister. We need some counseling because of all the shit that we've gone through and what we're dealing with. And my father needs some counseling because he's been dealing with my mother. So I'm going to look into this." And I was like, okay, Sumit, finally, you're going to do some shit.
Yeah. But he also said that 2 seasons ago.
Oh, well.
So I don't, which is why with Sumit, I take everything with a grain of salt because especially with this season, well, yeah, because when they had to retell the story, I'm like, well, wait a minute. You started off as a lie twice. Yeah. Like, you catfished her twice.
True.
And the fact that you had snuck her in under the false pretenses of your mother, thinking that she's just some expat trying to, be white and shit. You know what I mean? Yes. Like, you there's something here that we gotta work through.
Yeah.
we gotta work through. Why did you feel that you needed to do this and other stuff? Mm-hmm. There's some psychological stuff, but there's also how he communicates. That's why I think he has some cognitive stuff. But anywho, my point is Jenny's not going to get married, and I want her to realize that, because it's not going to happen.
No.
Because if it was supposed to happen,
it would have happened.
It would have happened.
Yeah, no. Mm-mm.
Krishna would have saw for it to do it, but, Krishna has not, so.
Okay, well.
The Lord have not provided. I'm just saying that's what happens in the show. Like, when Mama said Krishna provides, I was like, she sure does. The Lord provides. And the Lord has not provided her a husband, and won't in Sumit.
I'm just really excited to see me and Mom next week.
Same. So real quick update with Hot Gay Dads. Most of their story has nothing to do with them. It had my grab had everything to do with with Kenny's daughter. Remember how we said last time that Mama got abandonment issues?
Yes.
They came up.
Yes.
And ageism, which I knew was going to happen. I know it comes up next week, but I kind of want to talk about it now because this scene was thin.
And then good old fashioned homophobia. But you know, and they said, listen, there were ups and points made within this episode. Armando said, I got to give them time. You know what I'm saying? Kenny's daughter, Mitchell, Modern Family's daughter, what's her name? Cassidy. They go to the seamstress, and you know, she's with mom and Hannah and sister, and sister lays it out for her. She's like, listen, mom first says, it's not about him being gay. I'm just trying to get used to it because he used to be married. And sister's like, we've only ever seen him with a woman, which
okay.
Right.
That doesn't
like,
mean anything.
You also see a child as a baby, and then they grow into a toddler, and then they become this person. So it's like you see people switch up careers and jobs. So, I mean, we just all have to. But then on the other side of things, on the complete human level, Armando says it. You got to give them some time. I can't expect them to change all these views overnight. I can't expect them to just throw me a parade and be here overnight. While that is the ideal thing, and that's what we would all love and want to see, we do have to be realistic and understand that a lot of these people who have been raised and think this way, not to say that it's okay for hateful thinking to perpetuate, but they need time to adjust and get used to what this is. And while it's not right, because it should be, we should be able to just accept people for who they are when they tell us. We know that humanity is more nuanced than that, and that's just the honest truth of it.
Yeah, I agree. There gets to be points in your life where you have to decide, especially as a gay person, whether it's even worth it. And that's an honest truth. Everybody wants to lie. Everybody wants to lie and say, "Come out, live your truth." Blah 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 blah. It's not as easy as people think. That's why I like the way DeRay describes coming out the closet. He doesn't say people come out the closet. He says, "I allow people in." And I think that's the way we should look at it, right? There are certain people that, you know, they can stay in our lives for sure, but they don't need to be allowed in. And sometimes that can include your family. And oftentimes, you know, I always look at people with question marks, because where I understand the sentiment, tolerance is not just enough, is not enough. I'm also like, I don't want not necessarily blind acceptance, but I don't want you accepting me as a person because you feel that if you don't, you will get ostracized. Like this whole Dave Chappelle thing, right? Like this idea of like, actually, that's not a good conversation to have here. So I'm gonna stop there.
We have to. Yes.
Yeah, let's stop there. Anywho, but yeah, it's sometimes easier to let things slide, let things be for what they are. You know what I mean? As long as the facts are out there, you allow people to accept it or not. But yeah, Cassie's been on like, you know, accept my dad, he really loves you guys. Blah, blah, blah.
Which, you know, and Armando's father giving her a necklace at the end, like, that was beautiful. It was a beautiful sentiment. You know, I thought all of that was really nice because it shows that he's trying in this way, right? On the other side of things, they have to do a little bit more listening to him and understanding that he's had to live this way, that is not his truth for all this time. And so now that he's living it, like, this is what it is, you all. And you need to understand that I was in pain. And you love me so much. Understand the pain that I was in beforehand. And please ride this ride with me as I am able to come live my truth out loud. So there is that as well.
Yeah. And then they all go back to where they live.
Yeah.
Let's Felicity, Porter, and Bosco.
Ooh, Jamesan.
Yeah, I didn't like any bit of this because this was a classic case of like white woman. This is like a very white woman themed storyline. Anything that if like you were just going to put the storyline and define it, it would just be white woman. Mm-hmm. Right. Mm-hmm. So she finally links up with Natty Dread, Bosco, what's his name, Victor, and they go to the island of Providencia.
Yes.
Oh, I have. I've started rewatching.
Yeah.
Because I've been rewatching Frasier, so I'm trying to see the parallels between Frasier and Girlfriends, and there's a lot of them. Especially how they communicate. It's very interesting. So they while they get to Providencia via boat, and it's very difficult because there's only one boat in and one boat out, and so they need to go borrow a car to get supply. The whole reason why they're going there is to get supplies to his sister so that they could survive. She lives on the other part of the island where everything was wrecked because of the hurricane. She's left alone for 20 minutes, and all of a sudden she feels like she is on the front lines. Mama thinks she's Lisa Ling on Vice and shit.
Oh, it's dangerous, honey.
It turned into a Discovery Plus fucking, documentary. Like, it was just so much.
It's dangerous.
Yeah, and Victor was like, we have to get to my sister's house because she doesn't have water.
Or
electricity. So his family is seemingly accepting of Felicity Porter from Palo Alto. And it's like, we thank you, white lady, for, helping us. That's great. And of course, she says out her face, we should move back to America because therefore we won't be poor anymore.
Pretty much. Now, she wants to try to ride by him, right? She wants to try to stick by his side is what she's saying out of her mouth.
Sure.
But then in the very next sentence, it's
out
always
of
like,
her mouth.
She's like, yeah, I just really want to support Victor. I know he really loves this island, but goddamn, nigga, I can't do shit over here. I don't know how to navigate none of this. I was not prepared. Mama talks about, well, my business and my house. I said, well, where was all that energy when you was big ready to move to Providencia? And then where was that energy when you was big ready to come and sift through to see where you could find, if you could even find this nigga because you couldn't get in touch with him? And see, he's dealing with real things here. If you look, their house was standing. His mother's house was gone. His uncle's house was gone. His sister's house is gone. His sister's over here with her in-laws. They trying to figure out what they want to do. And you like, whoa, baby, too much for me. Can't deal with it.
Right. So she calls Hiromi the homie for advice. And Hiromi the homie is like, well, first of all, bitch, did you handle that cheating situation? Did you figure out everything else?
She was like, Miss Mamas, when when everything was still standing, I was hesitant. I'm just putting it out there.
Right, and so so she tells Hiromi the homie, like, girl, let me figure this shit out, and then I'll figure that out. So this is pretty short, actually. She wants to move back and take him with them. With her. Yeah. And it's just to leave the island behind because it just got decimated by a hurricane. I get it. You don't have a place to live, but neither does the island.
And, okay, so take your white ass back to Seattle. If he wants to stay here and make sure that he's with his family and he helps to rebuild for his family and that his nieces and nephews and his sister and his mother and his uncle and all these people are good, then go. But stop trying to yank him away from what he wants to do. See, that's what y'all do.
With your tossed salads and scrambled eggs.
And tossed salads and scrambled eggs.
So Fahu Doris and Baby Cool, they have one of the longer storylines. And that's because Fahu Doris is a horrible human being with good intentions. And I always say good intentions based on the welfare of her child.
Yes.
That's the only thing I can base that on.
Also, I hate her.
It's a slippery slope, I know.
But she's not out to get this man. She's not out to hurt this man. She's not out.
No.
She do some wild, questionable shit. Let's be very clear.
Wreck less.
But
okay, wreck more shit is what she does. Honestly.
But she,
But so episode 5 begins with her and his hateful sisters take her to this holy water area because they need to get cleansed. Yeah, because there's a bunch of
Leandro just left.
Right. I remember Leandro was her ex nigga that she still want to be with.
Yeah.
But she didn't say that.
But don't. At the same time. Right. She getting stabbed by the holy water. You know, she's reacting just like I thought she would. You know. And then we find out baby has a hernia.
I know. Babies having hernias is such a common thing. You know, 2 of my cousins had hernias when they were born. Or where they were, I don't want to say born, but they developed really when they were infant age. Push. And I wonder what that is.
You know I'm not quite sure. But even as a mother, I don't know. But I'm curious to look into it. Because
I've always wondered, there's also a porn star who, because a lot of times they get them hernias and they never get it released, so that's why they have that protruding ass belly button or whatever. It's true.
That was a transition. That was a transition.
I gotta keep it spicy. We gotta get subscribers, nigga. There.
They add a little hot sauce.
I did. I didn't say the nigga name. I said that is a porn star from
That nigga went from babies to. Speaking of babies.
Yeah, so the baby got a hernia.
Yeah.
And the poor child's in pain. He cries and he needs some relief. And so they take her to the doctor. She goes, what kind of pants was she wearing?
I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure what kind of pants either one of them were wearing.
Yeah, but he's always been that kind of. His best looks are in his confessional.
Yeah, no, I mean Papa dresses. I mean he be straight out of the Bronx.
He is very. He dresses from the Bronx. When I tell you, I screamed the other day when you sent me that text about the Bronx.
Live footage.
Okay.
So they go to the barbershop.
This is what pissed me off.
Woo, baby!
So much. I saw red. And I don't usually get that emotionally invested in these shows. But I was like, how dare you? You evil wench.
In the middle of a cut?
In the middle of a fade, Fahu Doris comes up and tells him, I'm taking the baby to America to get the hernia removed because I have better insurance and better doctors than you do here. And I already bought my ticket. Yeah. And I leave next week.
And you can see the wit going out of him.
And she's crying while she's telling him this, while she's made these confident decisions already.
Oh, yeah.
And he is dying. And he says something that, I don't know if he watches Drag Race, because this is the exact same thing that Vixen said to Aquaria. You're not going to white woman me because you know that we in public and you know how I am and you know I'm not going to make a scene. How fucking dare you?
When he said when he goes, you know, like, I don't trust white girls. I fucking hollered. I screamed, but at the same token, I said, but you trust them enough to keep marrying them and having these babies.
Yeah. 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 Like, he got up in the middle of the haircut and walked out. That's how you knew how hurt he was.
Yeah, in the middle of the haircut, he told my man, it's like, don't touch me no more. Hold on, I need a minute. And she gonna wall slide in the barber chair while he goes and walks into traffic. And she's running behind him. Her Kimberly Elise cry face is wow.
To call it ugly is a compliment.
I try not. It's dramatic.
It's ugly.
Yeah, it is. It's
I'll
ugly.
say it. It's ugly.
It's fugly.
It's ugly because of where it's rooted.
It's fugly though. No, and it's just it's an ugly ass cry, nigga. It's really a very ugly cry.
And what pissed me off was right after that, she had him begging on his hands and knees in the middle of the
I said,
goddamn
"Get
street.
up, black man!
Get up!"
In the middle of goddamn traffic, get off your goddamn knees."
You know, that reminded me of The Color Purple. I know we're not supposed to laugh at this part. When Celie go asks, "Is any mail for me?" and she just falls out, and this is just like looking at her like, "Bitch, get up."
That's like when we were out yesterday doing some work, and we were having a conversation, and Nikki goes, "Woo, let me tell you how Beloved was a funny movie." And then this girl in the corner was like, "Turn around, fix your face. You don't know it's like that."
It's so funny because Chris Brothers brought that shit up the other day. He was like,
Whoa,
"Oh
shit.
my god!"
Whoa,
he was
shit.
talking about Oprah movies and Kimberly Elise, how her face is the same crying face in every movie. Right. In every movie, even if it's the happy movie, nigga, even if it's like
Even that episode
Barney, she
of
is crying.
Girlfriends.
Well, that was a deep dark episode
No, I know,
too.
but I'm just saying she was crying, nigga.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. But she had to cry that episode.
She has to cry. She was about to lose her baby and set it off. It's still an ugly cry. Shit.
Oh.
Not you. See, fuck you for that. Because you be trying to get me canceled. Not you playing Squid Game with me.
A show.
You hateful ass nigga.
Oh god.
Ooh, a show. Okay.
Oh god. Whew. So,
Which, by
fast
the way,
forward.
I want to do a skit on our next variety show. I want us to play Squid Games, but I want the outline to be a big penis, and whoever hits the head.
Whoever is the bella and wins. Get shot with jizz.
Just saying.
It'd be like on Double Dare with Mark Summers. It was like shoots jizz. It's like gack.
Oh my god, I saw this video the other day of this lady giving head to a birthday cake with a dick. Oh, and
She
then
turned 50, didn't she?
and then
That's 50 birthday behavior, nigga. Yeah. Anyway, speaking. So, his hateful ass sisters, and her go to
a traditional
Ethiopian spa, where they pamper you and things with the finest like butters and coochie pots and things.
Yeah.
Of course, it looked like Ariela was in blackface, so I chuckled a little bit.
Oh God! I thought they was yoni steaming. They was like, "We tightening the cervix, honey," and I was like, ooh.
They were.
Yeah.
They were.
And I was like, she was like, I like the warm sensation.
Yeah.
It's like I can't wait to build a fire in my toilet. Nigga, I'm about to steam my picture too.
I'm gonna get me just sit over an electric tea kettle, nigga.
I'm gonna go buy me one of them toilet seats from Home Depot. I'm gonna go sit me over a hot pot.
Okay, over an electric tea kettle. 2 minutes.
Woo, that sounds like pain.
Have your vagina rare, medium rare. I'll tell you that. Sous vide that pussy.
Okay, how you like your eggs? Fried or fertilized?
Sous vide.
Ew.
So while they're at the spa, she tells them that she's going to America, and her sisters are like, "If you hate us, just say that."
I'm sorry, that was because this was like emotional, but then also it was.
That shit was funny.
They were like, "Well, if you don't, I know we've been fucked up, but damn." They was like, wait. I know we've been a little mean. We was just trolling you.
Yeah,
Don't take the baby.
We were just testing you.
And she was like, I'm not gonna take the baby. She's like, y'all know me. She's like, bitch, you just said it. We are fucked up.
Right. She said, when I get back, we gotta go to council. They're like, all right, just don't take him.
Just don't take the baby.
Come back.
Woo, shit. And I'm sorry.
You come back in like 1 month.
Oh, God. So, they go FaceTime her mother and shit. And her mother gives them the counseling. And
Judith.
Yeah, Judith the counselor, MSW. And I think he also gets a maternal feel from her, which is why he just kind of succumbs when she talks, which is also, problematic for other reasons. But they going.
Yeah, they're going back to America, and y'all was fronting when we said before, like, oh, she fixed her face or she topped up her face. Like, no, it's not. She's just different because she has, she's skinny and she has breastfeed. No, she chopped up her face. This is new.
Mm-hmm.
This is new.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This is new. Like I know.
Word on the street is they both came to America this year, and Papa has been MMA fighting professionally, and Judith MSW was at the fight with Fahu Doris in New York.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So I don't think she took the baby.
That's not something I didn't think she was going to do that.
I didn't think she was going to do that either.
Because again, she's moved wild. She has been moving wild all season. Right. However, for some whatever reason, I still don't think that she. Nah, I don't think she's gonna steal the baby like the other one did.
No, I don't think she's gonna do it like that. And I wonder how that other lady looks, because I know she know all about it. I know she out here like, oh, let me lay low.
You never seen his ex-wife?
I've seen her, but where is she now?
Yeah. Oh, I do.
Where is she now with all her business? Like, cause it's coming back up, honey. Where's that baby?
Mm-hmm.
Where that baby at?
Yeah, I don't know. I need to find I need to find what happened there. Anyway, that's it. All right, here's the thing about them. Rachel Alicia Cara needs to run. She needs to go home right now. She needed to stop whatever she's doing. I hope currently she is wrapped up safe in her mother and Mima's arms.
I hope so.
Because that is where she needs to be. She needs to be in school. That's what needs to happen.
Because it is evident. Mama's age is so evident by her continuing these antics behind his antics.
Like, and she has demonstrated that she is highly intelligent.
She's not dumb. I mean? She's just young and dumb.
I think that prefrontal lobe cortex, this right here is the decision maker.
25.
And it ain't all the way there yet.
Mm-mm. And
to make a very, very long story short.
Yes.
He's decided to, sleep on the couch in their next place. He's also making her do a bunch of weird religious shit.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, she's still having her homegirl catfish him, which he responded to the catfish message.
Yep. And invited the girl to America to come see the snow.
Mm-hmm. Which was wild because he doesn't even live in America anymore.
Nick, what? He has a problem. I'm telling you.
You live in Istanbul now.
You don't live in America.
6,500 miles away.
So who you about to play, Masha, or you about to play Rachel Alicia Cara?
Right. So, when Masha tells Alina that, oh yeah, I catfish your nigga, he responded, she's like, on some pray you catch me, this is a cause for concern. But she tells Masha to not keep messaging him because if I catch him now, that means I'm not going to find out any other information.
Meanwhile, they've gotten the information that they have to go through the 12-step program in order to get married. Oh, well, you all have to go to your individual countries. What's the word? Embassies, and then you got to request this and this, and then you got to come back here, and then you got to get this approved, and then blah, and then you get married, maybe if they say this, and then they got to go through and got to buy plane tickets for one of them to go to this consulate, and one of them to go to this one. And she's still
easier to go to medical school and law school at the same damn time than getting married and
then for you to be doing all this behind somebody who has been vocal with you now about being dishonest and unfaithful.
And she holds no qualms about having those type of conversations.
No.
And here you come in the confessionals every 3 fucking minutes. I have to tell something to Alina. She's, and you just up here being weird, jumping in pools and shit, fully clothed.
Jumping on couches with your pale feet. Just, he irritates me. He is a sociopath.
He is a piece of work, and I also want her to know that she is not going to get married to this man.
She ain't.
Because of the fact that he does not want to marry her.
No. He don't want to. He wants to be. He wants to be have his cake and eat it too. He wants to be Mormon and still be, which is so fascinating because they go wine tasting. The nigga don't want to taste none of the wine. I was about to gag as he was spitting back in that glass. So oh my God, you all were so really disgusting. Dirty for showing that. But you can sit up here and you don't want her to swallow no wine and do this and that, but you done had all these bitches back in Utah swallowing your nut. Huh.
Talk about it, talk about it, talk about it, talk about it.
Talk about it, talk about it, talk about it, talk about it.
Groove it.
Yes.
And he eventually tells her. At first he comes and admits that he just flirted and kissed a couple of girls. And he tells her that during wine tasting, and so her face just drops. She becomes pale. She's really hurt.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's like, no, I gotta tell her the full truth.
Mm-hmm.
And then he eventually tells her that, hey, I'm not a virgin.
Yep.
Even though I made sure and berated you to make sure that you were, and you didn't touch nobody else, and you didn't kiss nobody else, I humped and dumped a bunch of, you know, ladies back in the SLC. So, what do you want me to do?
So we will see.
Right. So she's stuck and confused, and I hope she gets some sense about her, and her mother flies in and sets his little hostel aflame.
She needs to get in front of some people.
I hope she re-enrolls in school, you know, because school will help some.
Yeah.
And
she need to get back into painting her décolletage and all of that. She need to get back.
Paint the Sistine Chapel right
Come
above
on,
your
girl.
titty.
Whatever you got to do. Mona Lisa on the nipple. Whatever you got to do.
But leave that person alone.
He ain't no good. He's no good, young sister.
Don't you know no good? Don't you know no good? Don't you know? Anyway, that's today's episode, guys. Thank you for watching. We will see you all next time for another installment for episodes 7 and 8 of 90 Day Fiancé The Other Way. Again, keep subscribing.
Yes.
Hit the like and notification button to know whenever we go live or post new content. Make sure you click the subscription button. Also follow us on socials and listen to our podcast, Jade and XD, which you can find anywhere and everywhere except for SoundCloud. I think that's it.
That's it. We'll see you all later. Next time. Bye. If for whatever god-awful reason you want more Jade and XD, make sure you subscribe to us on Patreon.